What's up, DJs? You are going to change the way how you set up sound. How do I mean by that? Well, let me tell you, yesterday I was at NAMM 2025 in Anaheim, California. And if you don't know, NAMM is a music convention for all the DJs out there, musicians, and anyone who's into music and live events. And I stumbled upon this booth called DJIQ that has a breakthrough of how they're able to deliver sound over power. Sound over power. What do I mean by this? This means you don't have to set up long XLR runs to your speakers. This means you don't have to do wireless sound systems anymore, and there's no dropouts whatsoever. So if you are interested in this revolutionary technology, that excites me, because if you've seen in my past videos, I've made other videos of wireless sound systems. I've done the QLX, I've done the Sennheiser G3s, and currently right now I'm using my Shure PSM 900s, my IEM transmitters. But this technology by DJIQ is going to be a game changer for not just DJs, but for hotels, anyone who's doing live sound or installations. This is something that you have to watch. By the way, for those people who don't know me, I'm DJ MOJOE, a DJ down here in Southern California, specializing in weddings, corporate events, and parties. And I make videos for all my clients and for DJs like you who want to be on top of what's happening, so you can make the best decision for your business and for your craft. So with that in mind, I'm about to share with you a clip of me interviewing one of the product representatives at DJIQ. His name is Dylan, phenomenal guy, and you'll see me asking him some questions and he'll be answering them. So keep an eye out for this technology. This is something awesome that I'm excited about and can't wait to get a hold of once it's out. Once again, this is DJIQ. Watch this video, and at the end, I'll be right back just to kind of summarize it all. Enough of me, here's the video. When I spoke to Dylan right here, he shared with me this amazing technology, how we are able to transmit sound through power lines. So I'm excited. I have an expert who's into the product development, Dylan, right here. He's gonna explain to you what this is all about, and I'll be asking some questions along the way, just for all the DJs out there. But hey, check out this booth, DJIQ. Dylan, take it away.
Yeah, so what we're doing here is we're showing our DJ application of our new IP. We're doing power line communication for audio. We're sending hi-fi sound over the power line, lossless, no interference, and it can go multiple phases too. So we're essentially fixing all the downfalls of this medium as a conduit for hi-fi audio. And so if you come over here, right now we're receiving analog inputs out of our DJ unit here, our deck, into this transmitter unit. And what this is going to do is then dump these packets over the power line. And this is essentially the brains of the system. And over here, we have these receiver units. These are where we're going to receive an AC power line signal that's going to decode our proprietary packets and then output either 1/4-inch XLR or RCA into speakers of your choice. And so as long as you have access to power outlets in your home or a venue, you'll be able to receive hi-fi audio as long as you have a source that dumps into that same power line.
Yeah. So it's amazing because traditionally as DJs, we use like IEM, a wireless transmitter, or maybe use a Sennheiser G4 to transmit sound from your mixer board to these satellite speakers. So instead of you doing that, and you're kind of running the risk of dropouts, right? Because if you run IEMs and there's a fear of dropouts, here it's a solid connection.
Yeah,
right?
So the idea, especially when we look at this use case for larger things like events, when you get music involved, we're in a conference right now, right? An exhibition. There's all this congestion on the network. So even if you have this really high performance Wi-Fi solution, Bluetooth solution, these protocols can carry CD quality audio, but the problem is they're not going to be reliable. And so what we wanted to do is make a very hostile environment, the power lines, palatable for that CD quality audio without any of the compromises that you typically think when you look at something like this.
Yeah. So there's no compromise on the audio quality, there's no compromise on delay or anything like that?
No, so the delay is essentially non-detectable, and of course you can, in your software, do your adjustments for little micro, millisecond adjustments. Same thing with your active speakers, the way you usually do with your equipment you use traditionally. All that's different is that you're using us as the transmitting device. You're not using a wireless transmitter. Right. Everything feels plug and play. It feels like you're using Wi-Fi, but it's just power lines.
How's the audio quality? Is it still just as pristine?
It's 44.1 kilohertz, 24-bit. So, you know, we figured that for now is a standard that we think ticks a lot of boxes for a lot of consumers and professionals alike. So, yeah, I mean, that's essentially the gist of it.
Yeah. So it seems like you need a transmitter from the main source, and then you would need receivers connected to the speakers.
Yeah, so one transmitter for one system, and then your speakers get receivers. So a receiver per speaker. If you're doing music as opposed to like a home theater discrete channel, you can even daisy chain off a receiver, so you can have multiple speakers off of one receiver. We also offer a home theater solution as well, where you get one receiver per one channel, and we also do up to 10 channels for home theater. And on that product, we're also Dolby Atmos certified. This product is made to the same rigorous standards that Dolby puts for their Atmos and their True certification. So we're passed on that. We put all that same work into this guy right here. And so you can rest assured it's reliable, built to high standards.
It's amazing. Other question for you, what if other people are using multiple transmitters? Is there a way to make sure that the receiver is getting exactly from the source that you're transmitting?
That's a great question. And so we thought of that. And so what we do is we essentially pair these systems ahead of time, where you can pair and mix and match units yourself, and it kind of encrypts. So you can have multiple coexisting systems. You know, a receiver over here knows it's paired to this transmitter, and in that way, it's never going to crosstalk. So you can have one system upstairs if you're listening to one thing, something else going on upstairs or downstairs or whatever, and it's not going to communicate because it's going to ignore anything that's not documented as a permitted address inside of that transmitter.
Yeah. So I was checking this unit earlier. So let's say you have a mixer board or DJ controller, you plug in sound into that unit, the transmitter, and then from that unit, the transmitter unit, you connect an AC cable to the outlet or to the wall outlet.
So it's powered by the AC cable that goes in the wall, and as it receives power into it to power itself on and get it thinking, it's also then dumping our packets over the power lines, synchronizing it all so you have no inconsistent channels where, you know, this one's at a different delay than that one over there. We handle all of the sync, and we're going to allow for all of those spatial configurations and everything to make sure it's perfectly dialed.
Awesome. So what I can see for DJs is that we are saving time from laying down XLR cables. We don't have to worry about running cable and interfering with like the door or it's weird situations where we have to tape the cable down. It all relies on the power to send the sound signal, right?
Yep. Yeah. No running, cables out your doorway because you have speakers in the backyard and speakers inside. All you got to do is find your outdoor power outlets if you're at home or whatever, or you're at another venue that has indoor, outdoor. And so long as you get it into the power, you're good to go.
That's crazy. Are there any applications that you're using it right now, like hotels and venues, or like, is there anyone using it right now?
So currently those things are in the works. We're looking to get into hotels and also venues as well. Yeah. And currently a lot of the testing is for a home use case. But all these things are on the horizon, and we're essentially just taking it day by day and seeing how many different applications we can put this into.
Awesome. Are there any like future projects with this, like any foreseeable future about like what kind of direction you want to go and scale this or anything like that?
Yeah, so for future, scalability, long-term strategy here is like, show the market this technology is available and that it works, right? And from there, we want to integrate. So we have a system on a chip. That's the brains of the system, essentially, if you boil it down even further than just the transmitter. And what that's going to allow us to do is we can put that chip into things like sources like TVs, for example, or maybe even a deck. And then on the receiving side, we can have speakers have our receiver technology. And so someday, hopefully, you'll be able to buy speakers off the shelf that have the receiver for audio cue and sources off the shelf that have the transmitter. And then it's an even more seamless plug-and-play experience.
Yeah. No, this whole technology is so new, but I'm starting to get it now. So it's really just all connected to the power source. So let's say your speaker, your DJ speaker is connected to the power source and it connects to the receiver unit. And from that receiver unit, it goes directly to the back of the speaker with an audio cable. So it just makes things seems more seamless with everything.
Yeah, that's the idea.
That's crazy. For DJs, I could see this like, especially for tricky venues where we want to make sure that the whole room sounds good. People can hear the music clearly, announcements clearly. And now you can have these portable like 8-inch speakers placed anywhere near a power outlet, and you can send sound signal through just that.
Yep. Yeah,
dude,
the idea is save everyone time, energy, money. You can show up, you have less risk of delays for starting your sets. Whatever it is, our idea is to kind of like give everyone flexibility to have sound where they want it. You don't have to get locked into speaker systems. You just do what you want with the hardware you want. We're here to support those things.
Yeah. So I know this is new. Where do people get this unit and transmitters, receivers?
So currently we're in development for a couple of these items. We're looking at doing home by Q4 of 2025, as well as this potentially Q1 of 26 on the go-to-market. You can follow www.audioq.com. That's AUIDIO QCU.com for more information and updates.
Awesome. Dude, Dylan, it's amazing how I'm super excited about this technology. When it's out, I'm already bought. I'm already sold for this
Awesome.
unit. So if you have any questions, put it down in the comments down below. Reach out to Dylan from AudioQ or check out their website for more. But DJs, keep an eye out. I think it's going to be a game changer for you guys when we do these mobile setups. So that way, there's no excuse for not having the right sound for your events. So that was it. What do you think? Is this something that you may be interested in the future? Drop what your thoughts are down below, and if you're interested, check out the link below to AudioQ to see what else they're up to. Dylan, thank you so much for your time here today. Once again, I'm DJ MOJOE. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another one of my videos.